Well, here we are, Clinton. Now we're on the upper lobby.
Yes.
So the lift shaft's in front of us.
Yes.
I always ask you to talk about things behind you, but behind us is actually part of the old wall, isn't it?
Yes, this is part of the old wall, and as these are retaining the structure from any lateral movement. But at the moment, it's as you see, it's connected to the beams and tied in, which is all structural and mechanical. And once this roof is connected to that, all these will be taken out, and the building will come as one. This used to be a void where the stairs comes up, but as you can see, it's all concreted in, and this is a new opening which takes you into your auditorium.
Right, so if you come up the lift or you come up the stairs,
yes,
you'll actually be able to walk through
into the auditorium.
So and for people who sit in the auditorium, actually they're just on the other side of that partition.
Yes, this partition here is just a temporary partition, and once all these doors and structure go in, this will be taken down and you have a clear entrance going through.
That's great, and we've also got a surprise for this wall, haven't we?
Yes.
Want to talk about that?
Yes, we do have a surprise for the wall. During the demolition stage, we have managed to retain one of the existing trusses, which dates back quite a while, and it will be going right into this area, which will help to maintain something from the past, as a reminder of what it used to be. So it should be quite interesting. It's going to be quite a work to get it into this area, but we always make it work.
Good, no, that's great. Thank you very much for that.
You're welcome.
Right, Clinton, we're on this same first floor, and looking through the hole, we can see something that we're familiar with. We in the church are familiar with.
Oh, yes, it is. As you formerly may know, this used to be the vestry, which isn't anymore. We have shelled it out because it's going to be an office. And this used to be a solid wall here, and we've managed to make an opening and put lintels across, and put a step as well, which will lead you from coming up the stairs onto the first floor level.
So in fact, on this level, you can come through the corridor here with meeting rooms and offices either side.
Yes.
And then you can walk into the auditorium down here, and that is the old door we're familiar with by the organ.
Yes.
So this should work pretty well. You may have noticed Simon left us for a moment, but he's put enough money, we hope, in the meter this time. So I'm going to hand back to him now, and he's going to take you through the rest of the building.
Thank you, Richard. Well, Richard, where are we now? We're right on the top. What are we standing in?
Right, we're right on the top now. So these are two flats on this floor level. So there's one flat behind me and one flat just in front of us over there. We're standing on the Quadrant Road frontage, so that's Quadrant Road there. These should be very nice places in which to live, and we hope in the end will be for church use.
Okay, well, all of this structure is concrete, but it changes now to steel. I'm going to ask Clinton why that is.
Okay, the reason being, on the ground level we have the driveway, and which takes up a span. In engineering terms, when you go over a certain span, you need to have beams and columns. But because of the gap for the driveway, they decide to use a structural steel, which is less load-bearing and serves just about the same amount of strength. So that's the reason why we change it here to a structural steel.
Okay, so we're standing basically over an arch through to the car park, and this is much lighter on top of it.
It's much lighter.
Right, I understand. Over there is something quite interesting, isn't it, Richard?
It is.
Something to do with the organ loft, I think. In here used to be the workings of the original pipe organ, and then we changed it to an electric pipe organ, so we lost all the bits of stuff that made the organ work, and we just replaced it with 4 speakers, which you can now see inside the church main building. And then we used it as a storeroom, I think. Is that right, Richard?
It is, Simon, yes. And, of course, the only access to it in the old days was a little hatch down in this corner.
Oh, right.
But now we're going to be able to get up to it from a staircase that will be next to the vestries. When they're reopened, you'll actually be able to walk up a staircase here and get through a door in this corner. So it's an exciting new room that most of us have never seen before.
Another useful space.
Fine, well, here we are. Actually, we're right on top on the roof, and we're looking in through a new structure. So what is this, Clinton, we're looking at?
This structure that you're looking on is the plant room.
Okay.
And the plant room, what it does, it has all the services, mechanical services like hot water, cold water, boiler, which will be feeding the building on the lower level.
Right.
So this is where it's all will be happening. And then on the outer perimeter, we're going to have like a louver enclosure,
Fine.
which takes us all the way around to the other end.
Is that to make it look nicer?
Yes, as well. Yes,
I think it gives some protection, doesn't it? From
some protection to the plant room as well.
I think behind you, we've got the crane, which is amazing. We're actually a long way
Dave
up.
up there.
We're standing on the roof of the building, more or less, and it's still a long way up. So it's quite an achievement to get it in.
Yes.
One thing I wanted to ask you, I know you got it in when the site was empty.
Yes.
But how are you going to get it out, by the way?
Okay. Funny enough, it takes another crane to take this crane down.
Right.
So what we do, we go through like the planning permission to get the highway blocked off, and what comes in like 100-ton crane on wheels. And what it does, we have the guys go up there, and they connect their jib, and they dismantle it piece by piece.
And they take it out
And the tower crane takes it down and put it on the body of the truck, and they take it out bit by bit.
Fantastic. We have visions of you trying to make it lie down and then squeeze it out, but it'll be quite difficult to do.
Yes.
And it's a great view on the roof, isn't it?
Yes,
You
it
see
is
the
very,
theatre
very.
and some interesting bits that you don't normally see on Duke Street. Some very interesting rooftops and
Yes,
gables.
and I know a lot of
So
people
it's,
won't get the privilege to be coming up here. So
So a few more people might not see this, but you see the level below, so you'd certainly see some of it. Yeah, very exciting. Good.
Well, that's great. We've managed to have a walk around the site to see how things are going, and I hope you have found this interesting and useful, and hope it makes it come alive to you. So thanks, Richard, and thank you, Clinton,
You're more
for
than welcome.
joining us on this site visit.
Very good. Thanks.